In Taiwan, a delicate peace looks a little more fragile. The self-governed island has a new leader, one China sees as a reckless separatist. For 2 days, Beijing tried to show the world how it could and would wage and win a war here. This is Keelung, a naval base. The closest Beijing's aircraft got to Taiwan's coast was about 45 miles from here. Ki Ming-woo has seen decades of tension. To him, it feels like a farce.
Do you think conflict with China is a real possibility?
China is huge. Taiwan is just such a tiny place. One lake in China is 10 times bigger than Taiwan. Do you think this land is of any benefit to them?
But to Beijing, it is critical. Reunification inevitable. The latest drills, punishment for Taiwan talking about 2 separate countries. It is about more, though, than just vitriolic bluster.
There is definitely a sense here that if Beijing was to make a military move, it would be catastrophic. But there is also a kind of fatigue that seems to have set in, particularly among young people, a sort of collective roll of the eye every time the rhetorical cannons are fired.
Back in the harbour, everyone's looking elsewhere, trying to tune out of chat about China.
After so many years of military exercises, people have just become used to it, and they don't think China will actually attack.
I'm more worried about China influencing and infiltrating Taiwanese politics than I am about war.
But the US says Beijing may be on track to be ready to attack Taiwan by 2027.
Do you think that Beijing is preparing for war?
Certainly, yes. China is preparing for war, based on the number of military ships and the hiring of new recruits. It's all for self-defense and Taiwan.
Conflict looks very costly and risky for Beijing right now, though. It may well opt to just squeeze this island rather than seize it. Cordelia Lynch, Sky News, Taipei, Taiwan.